Hello everyone, I'm here again. It's Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, and today I'm going to crack on with my Edith Holden journal. Rather than planning little things I'm going to do in it, I'm just going to bring you along with me as I work on it as I would normally do. And this is what I'd normally do. When I'm making a journal, I put everything in one of these boxes. When it's a larger journal, these are the boxes I post them out in. So I store everything for that journal in one of these boxes. Put that down, yep. So as I find things that I think will go nice in my Edith journal, they get put in this box with the journal. This is, well, that's a page I've been going to stick in it for quite a while. I got round to sewing around it, but we've not stuck it in. So we'll crack on and do that. There's other bits. That's a piece of card that I dyed with distress ink when I was doing some seam binding. Sometimes I'll have a lot of ink left and I'll just mop it up with a piece of card that then comes in handy for tags or other bits and bobs. A gold bag, I end up putting those in all sorts of journals. And here's the journal itself. If you remember last time, I'll just move this box to the side and I'll pull things out of it so you know. There we go, still got it in shot, but we've now got room for the journal as well. See, my desk's messy already. I can't keep a clean desk. So I went ahead and everyone, it was unanimous that I needed to put the dark seam binding in as the closure. So I've gone ahead and threaded those in. That will then tie. But let's do it. Let's see how much seam binding we ended up with. I always use more than I need. Whoever gets this journal can then leave all that seam binding on, or they can cut bits off and use them in the journal. You can even switch this out with something completely different. Use all the seam binding in the journal. So yeah, we're going to use that. But for today, for working in the journal, I'm just going to take that seam binding back out because I don't want to end up gluing it somewhere it doesn't belong or getting it stuck. Yeah, if there's an accident that can happen, it'll happen to me. So yeah, I'm going to pop that back in the box and reattach it when we've finished decorating. That's my bag of random seam bindings now. It's growing. Yeah, they're the other two pinks we made, and they're greens that I'd already done. Pop those there. Eyelash trim. I don't know whether I'm going to use any of this. It's the autumn mix. It might look good on some pages, it might not. So we've got that out. Let's crack on and open the journal. I did get round to gluing the back page on, but I didn't glue the trim on because I'm naughty. That will get done, I promise. It's in this box somewhere. So what else have I got in this box? Just things that I've thrown in and I thought I'm going to decorate those up for Edith. That is the one we made on Gadgets and Gizmos. A little journal card. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to show you everything in this box. I think you get the idea. So what I'll do is I'll choose a page that I'm going to decorate and we'll pull things out of the box to use. Now, first thing I'm going to do, before I lose it or damage it or decide to do something different with it, I'm going to put this page on. I think we decided to put it over that one. Yeah, that's just then going to become, was it that one or was it one nearer the middle? Well, we're going to put it over that green. Do you know, I can't decide. I can't remember. No, it wasn't there because it's longer than that page. So yeah, see, I forgot already. I took it out to sew it. Now I can't remember what I was going to do with it. Yeah, I think it was definitely this. Yeah, so that's, yeah, I don't like that. The other side's beautiful with all the flowers, but the text can be a bit boring. So yeah, I think we're going to put it there. So before I pop that on, I think I want to ink that up. I've also got my sewing machine over to one side here in case I want to do any spontaneous sewing. Let's put some ink on pad, Julie, it works wonders. I've got a new dauber on. Normally when you've had your dauber on ages, you've got plenty of ink on and you can use it. This one constantly needs inking up. There, we've got a bit of ink. I think that'll correspond with where thumb notch is. Yeah, that looks better than that bright white showing. and I'm going to get I'm going to use 3-in-1. Sometimes you will get the page wrinkling a bit if you use PVA or even art glitter. And when I'm attaching things like this, I use the 3-in-1 rather than the collal because it is a little bit thicker and there's less squidging out. For large areas, I will use my collal. It saves a lot of money. And I just tend to run a line along where my stitching is. There we go. So yeah, it's not really a tutorial this today, it's more like a craft with me. Cracking on with Edith. Ooh, grab a piece of my label paper. I'm going to put that under this page just to make sure if any glue squidges over it doesn't go on my journal. And I want to line these edges up. Can you see them? Yeah, I'm on camera. I've brought my purple mat back in because then I know I'm on camera. In shot, should I say. I've got over the thrill of it being new now, and if I get some glue on it I'm not going to cry. It's a craft mat, it's for crafting on, it's not there to look pretty, is it? Right, that's my edges lined up. So now I'm happy with where they are, I'll press a little bit. And then that just gives us that lovely big pocket. I like that image next to the handmade paper.
You have rock, paper, scissors, lizard Spock enabled. Do you want to open it?
No. Oh, that. Do you know, I'm not turning her off because I just think it's funny. Welcome to my world. It is the first generation Echo Dot that I've got. And it doesn't listen as well as the newer ones. Yeah, it's a brilliant thing. But we've had these right from when they came out, and the first ones, they just mishear you all the time. And I think one of my subscribers is probably going to be gut at toilet, yeah. Gut at toilet now because you're going to wee yourself. Because it mentioned lizard. You know who you are, Lizzie Lizard. Do you know, my memory's that bad, I cannot even remember how I ended up calling her Liz. Her name's Liz. She's a brilliant lady. Yeah. I first encountered her on a website called Folksy. And I don't know if anyone's ever tried selling on Folksy, but it's like, this is the sound of the Folksy shop. And then tumbleweed comes across. And during lockdown, I'd not checked my Folksy for about 2 weeks. And this lovely lady, Liz, had bought something on Folksy. So, like, the posting date had come and gone. And when I sent her a grovelly message apologising, she was so lovely. Absolutely lovely. I directed her then to my Etsy shop where I do actually respond to people. And, yeah, she's so funny. So if you're watching, Lizzie, yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard with that. Oh, I've said it now. I don't even know what that is. That'll be some random game kids have started playing. Yeah. Anyway, Big Brother is watching and Alexa. I said it, didn't I? Should have been listening to everything I said then. Right, we've got that page on now and I've waffled. I love waffling. Right, where shall we decorate next? Let's start from the beginning. We like that page. I don't know what I'm putting in there yet. I'm thinking I may do some kind of notebook. I may do a removable tag with pockets. So we're not doing that today. I don't want anything on that page. I may clip something at a later time. We've got that clip there. We're happy with that. Right, this. We need something on there, don't we? It needs decorating. It needs something. I don't know what it needs. I'm thinking a little pocket. Yeah, little pocket coming up. This is how my mind works when I'm making these journals. Ooh, what's this? Tiny little straw envelope. No, that doesn't belong there. I'll clip that in somewhere. I think I'm going to make a pocket in words. words. Yeah, words. Edith Holden text. Oh, I could do one with a bit of picture on. I'm going to move my box out where I'm going to balance it on my sewing machine. It's going to come crashing down on me in 5 minutes time and it'll be a big disaster. So the other thing I've got out today is my pile of Edith Holden pages. There are pages here from more than one book. I'm not very organised with them. I just stash them all together and use them as is. What do I want? Do I want to paint? I want a picture. I want something from the Edith Holden book that has a little picture on. I don't know what. I'm thinking because that's got the pink dog roses on, I need something with a dog rose. Do we want the bird? Nope, that's too big. Nope, I don't want that. So yeah, a lot of this video is going to be watching me umming and ahhing and dithering. But there we go. That's how I work. This could take a while, this one. I'm trying to think what pages have small pictures. I'm going to end up just doing a word, aren't I? So yeah, we've just looked through half the book and I think I'm going to go back to plan A. Oh, what about that? Oh, we could pussy cut those and put them on. They'd be quite nice, but not there. But that is going to be happening on a page further on in the book. I just want some Edith Holden text now, I think. And I'm just going to make a little pocket. What have we got here? Right, this is a page that I've folded at some point. Then I've got a circle out. Why, I don't know. But now I'm thinking I'm going to make a little text pocket to go there. So shift those out of the way. Back over to one side. I'm going to bring my little scoreboard in that fits on the desk when I'm working. The journal can go there. And I'm going to grab a scoring tool. Go there, journal, and behave. Right. I think I might want that in a pocket. Right, it's talking about November. Now I just want some random text. So let's bring my trimmer in. I'm going to cut it off about where that fold is because I don't want that bit. And I'm going to cut it off below that circle. I'm going to cut some of the white edge off. I'm not going to throw it away though. You never know what that'll come in handy for. How wide is the pocket I want to make? I want it about 3 inches wide and about 1.5 inches deep, I'm thinking. So I'm not going to cut any more off that yet. So I want it 3 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score on 2 sides, leaving a 3-inch gap for the pocket. Yeah. So I want it round there. So if I score at 1 inch, and then 3 inches along from 1 inch is 4 inch, I'll score there. And it wants to be, I'll turn it sideways, it wants to be 1.5 inches deep, 1.5. It's going to be very small. I'm going to make it 2.5 deep. Now I'm going to make it 2.25 deep. If that's too big, I'll then come in and cut something else off, yeah? So, grab your big chompy Tim scissors. I'm just going to randomly cut some of that off because we don't need that much. I'm just leaving about, yeah, I've gone all centimetres now. About, it's not quite 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to fold those over. Then I'm going to come in and cut the corners off. I fold it first and I cut like that. And I'll open it up again and I can see exactly where I need to cut again. I'm not going to mitre those corners yet until I see if this pocket's going to be right size. Yeah, I like that. That's going to go there. So I'll mitre those corners. I think I want to put a little thumb notch in it. So I've got my punch handy. I'll do it with my 1-inch circle punch. Bring back the ink. I think this needs a little bit of definition so it doesn't get lost on that other page. I don't need to worry about bits of sponge falling off my dauber now I've put a new one in. Yeah, I think that looks lovely. I'm going to line it up with those, can you see those thick lines? I'm just going to cover those a little bit and then it seems to fit in better. Right, this I will put on with art glitter glue, because even if it does wrinkle we're not going to see it because it's the inside of that pocket. Just going to take that out while I stick it on, make that a bit more level. Art glitter, where are you? Oh, look what I've done, I've not had my pin in. This is never going to come out in a million years. I'm terrible. And you know those pins? You get one tip and one pin. Yeah. I lose those. I lose them on a regular basis. So I bought myself a little box of stainless steel pearl head pins because I'm having to put a new one in a couple of 3 times a week. Right, so let's put a little bit of ink on. I don't know what I'm putting in this pocket yet. I'll make something to fit it. Right, so things don't get stuck in the pocket. I want to stick the bottom edge first. So that goes down first. I think that needs to come along a bit. Using those thick lines to help me line it up and get it just about level. And yeah, there we go. We've got a tiny little pocket there. I like that. I might decide to put something thinner in there rather than that. I think I'm going to. That's going to get pinned in the journal somewhere else now. And because I've inked that, I've decided, although I didn't ink this when I put it in the journal, I now think it needs a bit of ink. So yeah, you're going to watch me ink now. Grab some label back in again. That one's actually still got the label stuck on. Oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I had one out already. What have I done with it? Ta-da! So I'm just going to pop that in that corner. And I'm just going to ink that edge. Yeah. That matches that better now. Plus we've got a coffee stain page there. Look, I've not put pin backing glue. I've just took a new pin out. Put it in. Hecky thumb. A bit more ink, and I'm just going to give the edge of this page a little bit of ink. I don't think I'm going to do it on the other side. I don't know whether it needs it. But I decided it did on that side. So that's a little pocket. I like that. Now what we're going to put in that pocket, let's bring our box of tricks back in. We've got all sorts in here. We've got envelopes. Oh, I've got a collage tag. That might be a bit too small. That's definitely a bit too small. Clusters. Yeah, and everything that doesn't get used will just go in my next journal. Because I do a lot of Edith journals. Do I want to put that in now? I don't like the colours. Looking like we're going to have to make something. We're going to have to make a couple of little tags. Ooh, what's that? No, we don't want that. So it looks like I'm just going to have to make a tag to go in there. Yeah. So there's no time like the present, is there? Let's pop the journal back in the box. I'm now going to grab some. I've always got, here's my drawer of tag bases. There you go. That's perfect for the big tag. A bit of a copy stain one. I bought some new drawers for these and I've not transferred them over yet. That's a cute little... No, we don't want that. That's cute. That's not going to fit. That's cute. Don't want that. Let's just get a plain base and collage it. What about that? That's going to fit perfectly. So let's do a bit of collage. Put my scoreboard away, that's not needed. I'm going to collage using some of this envelope base. Right then, so show you the book again. I'm going to pop that big one in there. Yeah, and I'm going to pop that one in there. We just need to decorate them. Ready to go in. So I'm going to get a random Edith Holden text page. She says, let's get a random Edith Holden text page. Balance the box on the sewing machine again. It pains me to rip these pages up. I love using them, but it is an ordeal. It's an ordeal to rip them up. Right, here's one. That woodpecker, although he's gorgeous, we're not going to use him for anything. So we're going to use this text. I'm going to grab my tearing ruler and I'm going to tear this white off the edge. There we go. And I'm going to tear the white off the bottom. I think I want that coming down, so I'm going to do this freehand now. Yes, we like that. I'm going to ink the edge of that. When I do collage, I use various glues depending on what I'm sticking to what. If I'm using sticking really thin papers, I'll probably use glue stick. On something thick like this, I might just use a bit of PVA glue around the edges. So we'll pop that there. Now what about the little tag? Let's have a bit of text for that. I'll use that. Oh yeah, that bottom bit will be perfect, won't it? So I'm going to rip that about there. I'm going to rip off the white, see what we're left with. That's a bit big. Yep. Right, what other paper? Do I want some music paper there? Yes, I want some music paper. So I have my scrap box over to the side. I'm not going to pull it out because I've got enough stuff on the table, haven't I? I've always got bits of music paper in there. Is that right way up? Don't always matter, but sometimes it does. So let's tear this down. I don't want the straight edge though on top. Something in me that says no straight edges. Yeah, I'm going to take some of this off because I don't want to waste it. I can use that underneath bit on something else. So that can go back in the scrap box. Look how pointy that went. Pointy. So we'll have that and that. Yeah, I think I'll just do the two things on it and then I might put a fussy cut image on. Let's put, I'm taking that off, it's silly. Put some ink around here. around the top corner. Another reason I've decided to do this on camera is I faff and I decide quicker when I'm on camera. So it actually is very helpful for me. So even if you're not watching, I'm still going to do it. There you go. Right, I'm going to stick the top piece on with, it's quite thin, that I'm going to use my glue stick. I'm using this one. It does seem to stick permanently. I like it. But then again, I might run this around the same machine. So it doesn't matter if I've done it with glue stick. So I've got my gluey book here. Excuse me. Brilliant thing about such a small craft room, everything is within reach. Come here, glue book. It's buried under my planner. Excuse me, and my diary. Right, this book I'm using as a glue book. I won't be using the pages for anything else. It's not an appropriate book. It was some kind of romance book, and you never know what's going to come up in them, do you? So I just glue on it and then throw the pages away. Here we go. That's enough. So that's going at the top. Music paper. I've got to get the lines relatively straight or it'll pain me. And as I've got the glue stick out for this, I'm going to put glue stick on this, and then I'm going to just put a little bit of art glitter around the edge. The thicker paper does tend to curl a bit more. I think that's going to be enough to secure it. Quite happy with that. And like I say, I may put a fussy cut image on that. I don't have any Edith images fussy cut at the minute. I've used up all what I've got. So we'll leave that one as it is. I don't think it needs sewing, that's okay as it is. Link around this bit we're going to put on the smaller card. I think on the smaller card I might use a little bit of sticky brown paper or a little bit of straw paper. What comes to hand first? A bit of sticky brown. So we're going to pop that higher up. Do you know, I'm going to tear some corner off that. I want to see some brown paper at bottom. Tear that. Yep, happy with that. Throwing paper in my ink pad and all sorts. Can you see how messy I am when I craft? But I have fun. I enjoy it. What's that saying about kids? A mucky kid's an happy kid. Well, a messy mum's an happy mum. Right, and especially for Tania at Tatty Treasure, I will now take the backing off with, I don't have many nails. You just dink the corner with your nail and the backing comes off. Right, if you don't have nails, Tania, for you in particular, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my blunt craft knife, which is in one of my little tubs here. My sewing machine's blocking my view. So if you don't have nails, get your blunt craft knife. Do the same with your blunt craft knife. There you go, and it comes up easy. So that's a little tip for you, Tania. It was so funny watching you struggle. I don't mean that in a mean way. It was funny. Am I evil? No, I'm not evil. So that's there, and that's going to go there. It's such a small area, I can't even be bothered to come in with glue stick, so I'm going to come straight in with a bit of art glitter. Again, it's only art glitter for camera this. I'd normally use the one that always gets clogged, my tonic. Or I have got some of the cosmic shimmer that Tanya uses. I didn't even know I had it. I've had it years. And it's still fine actually. Right, so that's just a little bit of collage in. Let's put the pins in the glue. Put the lids on the glue. And then we'll bring journal back in and pop those in. I think I may put a tab on them now. And leave an image till later date when I've got some pussy cut ready and I can just flick through them. So that one's going to go there and that one's going to go there. I like that. Do I want tabs? Do I want tabs? Do you know what? I think I do want tabs. I think I might use my little teeny tiny Tim Holtz tags, right, which are over here in, where's it gone? I'm so organised I forgot where things are. Here we go. This is my little tray of embellishments I have, and in the middle I've got lots of little tiny tabs. I'm going to use a small brown tab. Do I want brown or green? No, I didn't make green. I'm going to use those, the brown ones. So a bit of ink again. These are the ones I make with the Cricut. If I remember, I'll put the Cricut link in. Cricut Design Space has changed a little bit since I last used it when I went on to cut some more. And you actually need a link. You can't search like you used to. I still don't understand it. Like I said, I don't use my Cricut to its full potential. I never have. I used it a lot more with print and cut images when I used to make mini albums. I used to make quite a few baby albums and christening albums. And I used to use designs from a company called Knitwit Collections. I don't have a license for them at the minute. It's not an expensive license. I just didn't renew it because I wasn't using their stuff anymore. They are geared more towards mini albums than junk journaling, I would say. Right, get my bone folder. But they have some beautiful stuff. Just gonna. Sometimes I'll burnish the edges of these because it leaves a little bit of bird edge when you cut it with your Cricut machine. Right. And I will use art glitter to glue these on. So like I say, nothing new happening here today. No rocket science occurring. It's just how I go through my journals and decide what goes where. I think when I first started, I was a lot more hesitant about what to put where. It's as though I thought there was some magic formula about where things had to go and you had to find it. And I used to second guess myself all the time. And I've got much better with that now. I've realised it's my junk journal. Things go where I want them. If someone else thinks they'd have gone better somewhere else, then they're entitled to that opinion. This is my journal and I'm putting them where I want them. I don't mean that in an awful way. It's just that's how it is. I'm just going to ink up. Right, that tag, I've decided I don't like how white it looks. And I want to get rid of some of the starkness. So I'm going to bring in this brush. Yeah, they're brilliant, these. The makeup brushes. Or inking brushes. Oh, that's a bit dark. Rub a little bit off there. And I'm just going to go over the white with this brush to just take that away. That I am now much happier with, and I'm going to turn it over and do exactly the same on the back. So you know, if you've ever printed anything out and you then decide you wish you'd printed a tea-dyed pattern or you wish you'd tea-dyed it, this is what I do on the back just to grunge it up a bit. There we go. Abracadabra, the white's gone. I'm going to move that before I lay my journal on it because it's now got ink on. I do not want the back of my journal inking because that paper's too gorgeous for that. And that'll pop in there. I like it. I've now decided that needs something on. You can see how this can go on forever. And I definitely have some ready-made clusters. Where are they? Yeah, I followed a tutorial from Tania again at Tatty Treasures when I did these. You know, I want quite a small one that goes sideways. These ready-made ones all tend to go vertical, can you see? So you know what, let's make one. And I'm sure I've got a Edith butterfly in my box ready cut. I know I've not got much fussy cuts done. Yeah, let's use this sideways butterfly. It'll look like it's flying into the middle of the page. Sorry if that wobbled camera can be a bit of a pain. I always keep some tickets on my desk because I never know when I want to use one. What we got here? Oh, I've even got some words. Don't know what that is. That says beauty. Oh, little thing that says fauna. No, might use it somewhere else though. And these, I love these tickets. They're actually, I put one in my rose journal that I did a flip through of, and they're from Rotherham, my hometown. Through Fair, Rotherham Corporation Transport Department. I don't know whether that's bus. I think it's bus, and I don't know how old it is because it's 9.5D. Whoa, I don't even know what 9.5D is. People who are familiar with the ancient money, as I'm going to call it, might know. So I think I want a ticket, I want a butterfly, and I want some lace. So enter my jar of randomness. Sometimes I don't dig down in here, I just use what's near the top. What I need to do is tip it out and put it all back in opposite way around. So I might get something different then. I think there might be a bit of the Edith Holden fabric down there. You know, the one from the quilt cover I bought. Not the one I've done the cover with. Yeah. This is from the Edith Holden quilt cover. So let's snip a bit of that off. Oh, we've got this. Oh yeah, do you know that? That's it. That's the one. Do you know, I used to watch people do this, and I used to think they knew what they were going to put on already. And you don't. You just mess and play. I do now. I think I want a bit of that in green. Now it's going to cover that up, isn't it? Do I want cheesecloth? Stop it. You're overthinking now. Get some of this on. And I got this off Tania, snipping into the edges. I'm doing it slightly to one side because I don't want all these bits on my book, just to make those edges a little bit rougher. That's going to go there, that there. The butterfly's a bit brown and boring, isn't it? But there's all sorts of other stuff going off on that page, so hey, sorry, you can stay. We've got to love brown boring butterflies, haven't we, as well as others. So I'm going to grab my little tiny attacher. Keep turning around because I've got drawers behind me with all my tools in, all different tools. So rather than have them all on my desk all the time, I just put them straight away. Yeah. I think I might ink the edge of that ticket. And then I'm just going to glue that on. I like how this page is going. I'm using far too much art glitter glue. It's like it's scaring my pocket. So yeah, I'm going to get my tonic glue back out. If I've behaved, I did put pin back in it, so it should work. a bit thicker. It's got quite thick, this. I'm wondering if I were to water it down a little bit, it'd still work. Logic says yes, but sometimes my logic's a bit warped. No, it's just not coming out right. I need to take the top off and rinse it in hot soapy water. Again, that's something that doesn't seem to happen with art glitter. So I think I'm going to have to resign myself to the fact that yes, it's more expensive, but it saves so much time, mess and hassle. So I think it's one of them things that is worth paying the money for. I hate having to admit that sometimes. But let's see. Oh, look at that, yeah. It's worth paying double for that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you now, Tanya. I'll put that on slightly in corner because I don't want his wing coming over my thumb notch. Yeah, I think that's quite nice there, that little butterfly. I like him anyway. Yeah, love to the brown butterflies as well as the pink ones. Right, so I'm happy with how that page has gone. Like I say, I will come back when I go through and I will put some fussy cut images on there. The backs are already fine for journaling. So that's that page done for today. How long has this video been? I haven't got a clue. Do you know what? I'm still going to go on and do another page. So we've got that done, we've got that done. We'll need to make some kind of big journaling card to put in there at some point. Yeah, I did go ahead and ink a few of these. We need some big journaling cards in there. What I'm going to do for next time is I'll go ahead and get some bases ready, sewn and inked, so you can just watch me done. Some fussy cuts done, so you can just watch me do the collaging. That's the plan for there. We need some little things in here, don't we? I don't think I'm going to do anything Edith themed. Do you know what I think I might stick in there? I might just stick some tickets in, an assortment of different coloured tickets. So we can start with that one. Yep. And I've got loads of tickets. Let's get my ticket tub out. It's not a shop advert, but the reason I've got loads of tickets is because I buy them in, I buy them in bulk and I sell them on Etsy. So let's just put some random tickets in here. Let's try some in different colours. That's the beginning of a new roll, and I don't send those out when I'm selling them, and I keep them, but I quite like the look of that. I like how it's got that brown on top, so that's going to go in here. And the orange matches lovely with that butterfly. I want some greenish ones. I don't want single ones, they'll get lost. So yeah, any damaged ones that I take off end up in my box for me to use. If anyone wants to buy damaged tickets, yeah, just message me. See, we've got another roll end there. I like it, but that's too long. I don't want to leave that as a single ticket. I don't tend to use them. Oh, another one here. Can you see? And because these are actually old, from the 70s, each roll has a big staple that fastens it in. It comes in a giant roll like that, and there's a big staple holding the end in. And because they're so old, they've all gone rusty. But I like that. If you then look further down the row, we've got the rust marks on, and I just think that adds something to them, me. I did have not a complaint, but somebody once put in my feedback, I don't think, she didn't think that these were actually vintage tickets, and they are. They are 50 years old. They're not antique, they're vintage. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and tear that, because that's the one I want. So he's going to go in the middle. We've got some orangey ones here. Oh look, I've got some green, and we can't put all the tabs in, can we? I'll save that tab for another journal. I'll tear a couple of those off. When I sell them, I cut them. If you're buying like 50 or 100 or so, I tend to send you about 54, 104. We need some more colours. Oh, that's a full roll. These were some, they were a different, I got them from a different place, and these are, they don't seem vintage, they don't seem genuine. So I do sometimes put them in my kits, but I put them in as an extra. If you've bought 10 different colours, you'll send you 10 plus a few of these. I'll put that one at the bottom. Yeah, I like that. Don't cover the butterfly up though. And I think that needs something. That is going to need another ticket cluster, I think, but I'm not sure. Gotta do something with that green one, because that's too much green, isn't it? I might have to crack open. Oh, look at that one. I might put that on and a little flower. I've got some flowers in my box. Move the tickets so I don't squash them. What have we got? We've still not put any of those clusters in that we've made. I don't tend to like to put those at the bottom where the journal gets quite chunky. I tend to put those at top, like we put one onto a paper clip there, didn't we? I'm going to put that in somewhere. But I have got some right goodies in this box, you know. Look at that. Now that's a napkin. I haven't done it yet, but I intend doing some decoupage onto some tags. They'll be lovely. That actually would be a good tag, you know, for that really big pocket. Do a big, it's not Edith Holden, but it reminds me of Edith Holden. Oh, here we go, what we got. Ooh, that's a little flower. I need to put more bits in this box for next time. More tiny bits, more pussy cuts, because we're coming to finishing off now. Now that, yes, that does look nice on the top of that tag, but I'm going to take it off because I want to use it on this ticket. It's just, I punch a hole and then I put it together with a press stud. So I'm going to do exactly the same on this ticket. So I'll grab my puncher. Again into one of my drawers. I'm going to put the small size hole in with my chomper. There we go. I'll put the bottom of the press stud there, and then the flowers. They're just made from, that's tea dyed paper, the other ones are scrapbook paper. Pop that on. Yeah, I want that there. So I'll definitely use art glitter on this because art glitter does glue metal as well. So as well as putting some on the ticket, I will put a little dab on the back of the press stud just to make sure this stays where we're going to put it. I'm going to put it right at the bottom, a little bit Katie cornered, where it's not going to interfere with the picture, and I think I like that. I've got some different size tickets that I've bought in from other places, and I may grab a few of those. I don't know where they are at the minute. Oh, that's a brighter orange. Let's put one of those in. Yeah, that's looking better. Yeah, I like how that page has gone now. So I'm just going to hold that for a couple of seconds while that sets. While I hold it, I'll have a drink of my water. So I hope you've enjoyed that little insight into how my brain works when I'm doing my journals. But I hope it's helped show you that there's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever you want to do and wherever you want to do it. It took me quite a while to come to that realisation, and even now I forget. So yeah, that's stuck. So what have we done? We've done that page. We have finally stuck that page in. Yeah, that's going to be lovely. And we've done that page. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to leave it there for today. I tend to find if I work too long on one journal, I do them more. Yeah, when I come to it fresh, I'll just crack on and get something done. So I'm happy with how much progress I've made. I'll just keep filming these videos and put them up every couple of days, and hopefully we'll have this journal finished in a week or two. sooner, hopefully. So thank you for joining me. Thank you to all my existing subscribers. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you very much. Bye.